Hello, my name is Wyatt Kroopf. I am a writer and an educator. Originally from Los Angeles, but I've been working in Baltimore for the last year. Um, Through my writing, which is mostly poetry and long-form journalism, I like to explore questions of sort of power and power relations and dynamics in society. But most of all, through both my writing and my teaching, I like to explore storytelling and hear stories from perspectives that I don't usually get to hear. So I really like seeing kids develop their own voice and tell their own stories and learn that their stories are really important and significant and deserve to be heard. And I like to continue exploring that in my own writing as well.
Hello, my name is Gloria Garrett. I am the mother of makeup art. That means I paint beautiful pictures with makeup. I am also the traveling folk artist. I go all around the world, all around the country, then come back and paint pictures in Baltimore. You know what I do in Baltimore? I interview artists. And I have an artist here, Wyatt. How you doing today, Wyatt?
I'm doing pretty good, Gloria.
Right. I know you're from Baltimore, but I know you're not from Baltimore. Can you tell us where you're from?
Yeah, I'm from Los Angeles originally. I grew up right near the UCLA campus. And then I spent the last 4 years prior to this one in Ohio at Oberlin College.
I know that you are a writer. Can you tell me what kind of things you write?
Yeah, so I got started writing really in high school. I sort of started doing theater and acting originally, and then I got really into playwriting. And at my high school we had a one-act festival, so I had some one-act plays that I wrote produced at my high school, which was a really cool experience and got me really into writing. And then at college I studied creative writing, and mostly I sort of started writing poetry. A lot of poetry, sort of shorter prose, like some short stories, and just sort of smaller little chunks of prose that were sort of like little poems too. And I also worked at long-form journalism magazine, so I wrote some longer articles for that magazine as well.
I want you to share with the audience those articles you wrote for those magazines, because I thought they was very interesting.
Yeah, the first article I worked on was about a man named Reverend James Lawson. He was a sort of philosophical leader during the Civil Rights Movement. He helped develop sort of the nonviolent philosophy that Martin Luther King used and other leaders of the Civil Rights Movement used. He was like sort of one of the minds behind that philosophy. And I got interested in writing about him because he came to teach a 4-week short class at Oberlin about the theory of nonviolence and specifically nonviolent protest. And then the second article I wrote was about the decline of Black-owned independent bookstores. So I met a woman in New Orleans during the summer I spent there who ran a Black-owned independent bookstore, and she sort of talked to me about this problem where obviously independent bookstores are sort of disappearing everywhere, but specifically Black-owned independent bookstores acted as sort of cultural centers and community centers, and a lot of them had these really radical histories of really serving the communities that they were in, and they were sort of disappearing as sort of these larger bookstore brands like Amazon were growing. So those were the 2 articles that I worked on, yeah.
I know you from Video Lab and Viewfinders at Micah Place. Can you tell me how you got involved?
Yeah, so the other thing that I'm really passionate about is education and teaching. And while I was at Oberlin, I started off teaching poetry to 6th graders through a class I took, and then I ran an after-school program at the college radio station, and I ran an after-school program at an elementary school. So I was really interested in working in an after-school program that focused on the arts when I graduated from college, and I found this program called the Community Art Collaborative that is an AmeriCorps program run by Micah. In Baltimore, and I came here after I graduated, and I was placed at Viewfinders, which is a wonderful organization housed here in Micah Place. And I think the reason I was really drawn to Viewfinders was because of their focus on sort of digital arts and storytelling, which are sort of the 2 things I really have experience teaching with kids and like really get excited about working with kids on that. And so it's been awesome to be in Video Lab and work with you on making your videos and really see your amazing storytelling skills and your amazing improvising skills, but also learn how to put your videos together and edit. So yeah, so that's sort of how I ended up here and what I've been doing here.
He's being modest, okay? He is wonderful working with me. He edits these videos, he shows me how to do it, but he also works with my husband, and he just makes us feel real comfortable. And I love that. You see how good my videos come out. Can you tell the audience how they can get in touch with you to learn more about the things you said today? Because I would love to learn more about those articles you wrote.
The best way to get in touch with me is through my email, which is wkroopf@gmail.com. That's WKROOPF@gmail.com. And you can also check out my articles at wildervoice.org, which is the name of the magazine I wrote for, and they have the PDF archives of those magazines available online. And yeah, those are probably the best ways to do that. I also have had some poems published in Muzzle Magazine. So if you go to just Muzzle Magazine online, in their fall 2016 issue, I had 2 poems published. So that's the best way to see my work, probably. And also, of course, you can go to BaltimoreViewfinders.org and sort of see all the work I've been doing there, or with your videos too, your channel.
This is my last day with him, and I'm going to miss him dearly. And I just want to say thank you so much. It's been a pleasure knowing you and working with you.
Thank you, absolutely, you too.
And stay tuned for more videos with artists from Baltimore City on the Baltimore art scene. See you later.